series as he gets ready to go green. John Adams, driver number 84. Big sponsorship announcement last week. Mud Jug Portable Spittoons on board big time this season.
Oh yeah. I'm happy to announce that Mud Jug came on for the full season this year in 2013. I had them as I guess you could call it part-time sponsor, secondary sponsor last year on the rear of my car. But I'm happy to have them on the full car this year. I think it's really cool.
Now let's look at this upcoming season. Obviously, I'm sure you have Pocono circled on this upcoming season.
No, I don't have Pocono circled anymore. Cause now since you got a downshift and stuff, in the turns, I'm not good at that. So I'm probably gonna wreck and self spinning. So I'm hoping to win Michigan if Jason Karlavich doesn't get in my way, and if fuel is in my favor. And if I can't win at Michigan, then I guess I'll win nowhere and just finish last every week.
So downshifting and self-spinning, that means Brian's not going to be good at Pocono either.
No,
Nope.
Brian's probably gonna blow his motor every week because he's driving a Ford.
No, I'm driving a Chevy.
Oh, never mind. Sorry, that joke
Myself
does
and
not
Conte,
exist.
yeah. Myself and Conte are gonna run the Chevy as long as the setups are interchangeable, sir.
10-4?
Which I think
know,
they are. Sorry.
Yeah,
Tim.
I think they are. I know Hudson was driving a Ford. We never got to ask him. Is there anybody else that we know in the series that's going to drive a Ford when we go racing on Tuesday?
All I gotta say is good luck to them.
Danny Hansen and Carson Downs are, I believe. Carson might get a hint of nobody's though.
Well, that's there's 3, so I guess it's 3 out
What's
of
wrong with
47. I don't know if there's any. I haven't tried it yet. I don't think
Can
there's
I
anything.
interject?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I found the problem earlier. I think they circled it. It's a big. We circled it. It's the Ford.
Oh, yeah. Found on road dead.
Yeah, that might be
easy
it.
problem.
They look cool. It's just not me.
I'm sure you could rock a Ford though. We're gonna see a mid-season switch maybe.
Nah.
Nah.
Nah, we're not gonna see that. Well, John, what do you think about Daytona, the new car?
Well, I haven't had much track time since I got wrecked with Brian Blackford in the shootout, which is unfortunate. Which I figured that was going to happen. Just like I posted in the forum, everybody watch out for Brian Blackford. And what happened? I got caught up in his wreck. So hopefully I don't get caught up in his wreck in our actual race on Tuesday. But as far as if I like it or not, I don't know. I'm just ready to get out of Daytona, and I'm ready to go to. Well, I don't want to go to Phoenix either because that track sucks. But whatever track's after Phoenix, hopefully it's a mile and a half. I'm ready for it.
Las Vegas is the second race, sir.
Okay, I'm ready for I'm ready for Mount Everest then.
Well, you were right though. There's a mile and a half after Phoenix in Texas.
Oh, Texas is after Phoenix?
Texas is after Phoenix, which is after Las Vegas.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to stop by Arlen, Texas and get me a can of propane.
You know what? Matt Thomas has the iRacing schedule, I believe, on the World Championship page. He might be able to pop it up on the screen here to see what we're talking about. And then there's Richmond afterwards and Darlington. And I know you ran the Land of Castle qualifying challenge, so you're going to be good there, right?
Not Richmond. I always wreck at Richmond and finish 36th. So, but Darlington, if I don't get suspended, I'll probably win there.
And how big is this series being on Motor Racing Network? I don't think they actually know what's about to hit them on Tuesday night with John Adams.
Well, I'm probably going to go flying into the grandstand, so that's about what's about to hit them is my car.
And you're going to have a webcam on. You had a webcam on Tuesday during the shootout, and you had the mud jug there, right? Product placement is huge.
Yeah, product placement is huge. I had another product in front of my camera one time during the race, and the broadcast showed it, and then they like switched off the camera really quick, so I can't be doing that. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to hide everything but my steering wheel and mud jug and computer and my face.
That's why they have koozies for drinks like that.
Yeah, that's true. That's probably what I'll do.
They won't know one way or the other. That's the only way to mask it. We talked about the upcoming season. You talked about going from race to race. Obviously, the big goal is to make it up into the bubble, to make it into the series for 2014. But where do you see yourself in points? Can we get a little bit of cash out of this?
Well, I mean, it all depends on if I can get my DWC license back. I lost my DWC license last night when I was running some races. So I'm like a A1.80 or something like that. So I'm going to have to dig and do work, which I don't know if it's going to be possible or not because every time I come home in the mornings, there's no races going on. So I guess I'm going to have to time trial 500 times to get my DWC license back.
Cyril Nussbaum or anybody else isn't on at that time in the morning?
I don't know. Nobody that I know is on at like 7 in the morning. They're all at work or school or sleep. And I'm like the only one wide awake drinking beer.
Well, there it is. I know we have a little bit of a European following, so if anybody is up at 7 a.m. Eastern in the morning, get with John Adams. He wants some competition to race against to prepare for the NASCAR iRacing.com Series World Championship. So there's the word out. If anybody wants to get a little bit of competition in, we mentioned the sponsors before, John. We mentioned the team. Who makes it happen for you each week?
Well, Wheelman Incorporated, of course. If it wasn't for them, I probably wouldn't even be racing DWC this season because I'd probably be on no team, and I wouldn't want to work on sets by myself. So I just gotta give a shout out to my teammates out there. Mud Jug Puttable, Spittoons, Tim's Corner, you Tim, thanks man, I appreciate it, bud. TrainingPaints.com, JDR Graphics, of course, for painting the car, and Chevrolet. Now, I gotta give a shout out to Chevrolet. If I don't give a shout out to Chevrolet, they're gonna have to make me run a Ford, and I ain't doing that, or I'm gonna quit.
I guess that's the law laid down by John Adams, driver of the number 84, and one of the fan favorites in the NASCAR iRacing.com Series World Championship. Getting ready to close this here. Brian, final thoughts. Let's do a little bit of a preview of the season before we go. We talked to a lot of the